Okay. I trust you to find your own way into the city. I say, climbing into a catapult.
This sounds like a great idea. I'm gonna get in after him.
Alright, so you notice as you approach one of the catapults that there are actually some Gruul climbing into one of the boulders that is attached to the catapult, and the boulder starts closing shut.
Oh, I wasn't even doing that. Just climbing right in there and relying on my grace to get out of it.
Well, it turns out you don't need to.
No, this is how the Gruul invade. They have siege weapons that fire them over the walls of cities and into the buildings, and then as part of the result, they get people inside the city. Yeah, a couple of them may die, but they're crazy enough and stupid enough that a couple of them survive and do a little bit of harm before they actually get swarmed to death, pretty much.
You say stupid, but I say innovators. This is a great idea.
It's like Warcraft orcs are invading the normal orcs.
And I don't need no boulder. I probably can't even fit.
I may have actually been inspired by Warhammer orcs for that particular thing.
May have said Warcraft, but I meant orcs.
Oh, I was just inspired by my stupidity, so...
Genius. You mean genius. Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm not bothering with a boulder. I'm just jumping in the nearby catapult, launching myself.
Alright, go ahead.
Thought occurs.
And, thought occurs, go ahead, Ape.
I'm just saying that without the boulder, you're probably going to go quite a bit farther than with the boulder.
That would not occur to me.
I mean...
On the other hand, the catapults are aligned correctly to get the boulder into the city.
Giant. We should be fine. We'll be fine.
Maybe she counts
There's
as a
two
boulder.
people in here. I mean, maybe.
You count as a boulder in spirit. Boulder in
As
spirit.
per my gear, I have a boulder with me at all times.
Oh, yeah,
so
fair enough.
we're fine.
Okay,
I keep it in my pocket.
how about this? How about tennis roll race to see if it actually works without you dying?
Oh dear.
Oh no.
6.
What happened?
Justin
What
eats
happened?
Sweet tennis.
The 6.
Including your plus?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay.
This is a great plan.
When the boulder lands, he lands underneath Swarna.
I'm fine.
No, we're going to say that his plan managed to pull through, but he launches, and since things are calibrated for boulders than they are full, he gets flung way too far and lands, not killing him, but he just plants face first right into the roof of a building, and he just sort of slides a little bit, and both his blood and grace are damaged.
Oh my good god. You poor bastard.
Meanwhile, while they're flying through the air, I just sort of wave at them as I'm crossing over the city walls.
It's fine. My clothing inflates and can be used as an airbag in case of emergency.
Alright, so...
The fuck just hit my roof?
How do you want how do you want to sort of mitigate the damage that this is probably going to cause because you're getting flung by a catapult?
We already know giants are super tough because we regenerate, so I'm just gonna fucking overcome it. I'm gonna take it on the chin like a fucking champ. So fuck that
Land
shit.
feet first.
Alright. Your blood and grace are both also damaged if you're just going to take the damage like that.
No, he says
I got
overcome.
an 11.
Oh, he's over.
I got an 11.
Okay, then yeah, you're completely fine.
Yeah, I dust myself off.
You just land, and what happens is that you actually land feet first, and you drag along, and you just stand triumphantly, and right next to you, Stannis just sort of slides along with his legs up, and then once he's done sliding, they sort of fall down.
Wow.
See? A flawless plan.
You nailed the landing, my friend. High five.
I high-five her multiple times, presumably.
Thank you. Thank you.
Big damage from the high five?
I put her in on my tablet, pop off, and say, I should have known I'd find you here doing something like that in a place like this.
It was a great plan.
And Abe, I'm going to turn your stupid joke into something fun, into an actual thing. Something has landed on your roof.
Alright. So should I introduce my character?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, my name is Rord Wastewalker. I am a captain of industry. I am the captain of
Oh no.
Wastewalker Industries, and you just landed on my roof.
Oh my god, yes.
So it was a pretty big roof then.
Yes.
It was a pretty big
It
roof.
was a pretty big roof.
I'm the richest orc in this town.
Oh no, Orc John called.
And now's a good time to establish bonds with the characters if you want, if them to have met before.
All right.
I actually have a question about orcs.
Okay, go for it.
What is your shoot? I forget what it is. God
Great
damn it.
questions.
What is an orc? Like, what did you choose? Like, I forget the exact options, but I think fiery orcs or whatever. I don't know.
I went with let's see, what was it? Daughters of Chaos. Basically, we're born free and we can't be controlled by anybody.
Perfect. All right, I want to establish. I know what bond I want to establish with you.
Okay.
What did you say your character's name was?
Rord Wastewalker.
All right, Rord Wastewalker is going to be my champion, even if he does not know it.
Awesome.
Great, 5 out of 5.
How do you spell that, by the way?
Yes.
RORD.
Oh.
All right, I'll withhold my bond until I've actually met you in person.
Okay, that's
Because
cool.
unlike the other two, I haven't actually met this person, this orc, before.
I'm going to say that I've met Tanis, and I'm going to choose as my bond with him. Tanis thinks me a savage. I will show him how savage I can be.
Great, I like this.
So I'm going to
Okay.
walk up, going to pop out of the door in my roof and be like, what the hell's going on here? Oh, man. Hey, what was your name? Tanis the Flatulent, right? Going to pick him up and hug him. How the heck did you get on my roof, buddy?
Catapult.
Well, we have an elevator.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah, but unfortunately, your elevator does not travel to outside the city walls, which is where we began.
Actually, it does. It's one of those weird ones, like from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It just goes everywhere. We have an underground passage, you know? It's for transporting equipment mostly, but you could have used it. I mean, you had my phone number,
Do you
right?
have enslaved goblins that you've painted orange and called them Oompa Loompas?
Like that.
Well, I do employ goblins, but union prevents me from painting them orange.
Perfect.
They do song and dance numbers. You've convinced them to do that thanks to, morale seminars.
That's our company physics or company
Company physics. Yeah.
company health routine.
Company calisthenics.
Yeah, company calisthenics. It knocks our insurance down by $20K a month. It's great, and they love it. Everybody wins.
Oh,
All right, so I got a bond now. I like Rord Wastewalker's enthusiasm.
Okay.
Write that down.
Wait, that's yeah.
All right.
Ah.
But you do need to remember that bonds are not two-way. So,
I'm just making a note of it.
okay. I'm just saying that if you want to make a bond with me, it has to be something else.
I know.
And you don't have
Making
to.
notes.
All right, and it's at around this time that there's a shadow looming over the roof, and it's starting to get smaller, and it's coming down right on Tanis's head because he is the fucking unluckiest elf in the goddamn universe.
ah! Oh, that's great.
I turn to the right.
As you turn to the right and look up, there's a one of those metal boulders just coming right for the building.
I got this. Pull out my giant anime sword. I'm gonna swat it inside, motherfucker.
Okay.
Unless Tanis wants to help. Tanis, get on my sword, and I'm gonna swing you at it, and then you grab it. How's that sound?
I think you should just.
Well, I can get him with sword.
I think you should
Fine.
point over to the wall. You're gonna knock it out of the
All right.
park.
All right, I'm gonna do this. This sounds great.
All right, go for it. Just go ahead and swing. I guess that would be
It is tossed aside. I'm literally trying to toss it aside.
Okay, you're just tossing aside. Go ahead and roll for it.
Okay, I got a 9, which means what does it mean?
Pick one.
I get to choose one. It goes exactly where I wanted it to.
And where exactly is that?
So wherever I pointed, I don't know. I pointed off towards the wall. Seemed like a good idea. Gonna hit the wall from the inside. It's gonna be fine.
You notice it, you point to just the wall, you hold your sword up like a baseball bat, and then you swing when it comes through, and it's a fucking good hit, and it smashes right into the wall, and unfortunately, the wall crumbles, and some gruel start pouring into the city.
Ooh. Ooh.
You see, this is what
Ooh.
happens when you use Goblin Workman.
My bad, guys. That's my bad.
So, well, first of all, giant 6-armed lady, thanks for saving my roof. Roof repairs would have put us in the red this quarter, but you kind of destroyed our wall, which was a little bit important seeing as we're under siege.
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
That's cool. So, don't think we've been formally introduced. I know Tennis over here. We've met before. I'm Ward Wastewalker of Ward Wastewalker Industries, and I don't believe I know any of you.
I shake his hand, say, Arthur Gray, I'm not from around here, but I know the guy whose army that is, and I'm trying to stop him.
Oh, that'd be appreciated.
I'm Sworna. I'm a goddess. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, except for the whole siege thing. Other than that, pretty great.
We can fix that, probably.
Profits are up, morale is up, accidents are down. Well, they were down.
Yeah.
Accidents are down, but on purposes are up.
My bad. My bad, man.
All right, and Arthur, it's around this time you start seeing some pretty heavy rain cloud. Your knee starts sort of like throbbing a little bit.
That means one of two things. Either one, the air pressure has just dropped, or two, we're about to get some high-class company. Could be either one.
So the city is in like complete chaos right now since it is being invaded, and also because a giant chunk of wall just got crumbled due to somebody being fucking awesome. Yeah.
It seemed like a good idea at the time. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't blame me. I told her to point over the wall, not at it.
Listen, we can't all be perfect like me. Wait. Hold on.
So Bobbin, Arthur, your plan was to come and get ship of the orcs. So Dance, you got a fucking invasion going on.
Well, who's in charge of the city's defenses?
That's a good question. Ape, who's in charge of the city's?
Well, that would just be the Orc Police, of course. Fortunately, they're equipped to deal.
Orc police?
The Orc Police.
We're in Orc City. We have Orc Police. What do you call your police?
We don't have them.
Steve.
Anyway,
No.
they're basically equipped to deal with small-time burglaries, domestic disputes, copyright infringement, that sort of thing. They're not really equipped to deal with a siege, but they are handling as best as we can.
I thought you had like a half-built army in here, though.
It's not really mobilized. We're building the army here.
Yeah, but there's still a bunch of well-trained warm bodies somewhere nearby, presumably.
I mean,
Oh yeah, they are out in the streets, of course.
if you want to go find them, I can go keep those guys busy by myself.
Now we are producing a nice range of cannons here at Wastewalker Industries, and I imagine we could get a few of those up and running.
Yeah, you guys do that, and I'll go stop those guys at the wall, and then you can meet up with me, and high five.
High
and-
five?
Yeah, I don't know. High five me. Shoot some cannons. Sounds like you need someone to stop them from actually getting over here. So I'll go keep them busy. You guys get some people to help. And cannons and cannonballs. There we go. It's a good idea.
This is the best idea.
I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk towards the hole.
Have an elevator.
Oh, I'll take the elevator, I guess.
Right.
Okay. You want to get ground floor, not first floor.
All right, cool. Great.
Have fun.
I'm gonna go towards the hole. I'm gonna go keep all of those guys busy forever.
All right. What do the rest of you guys want to do?
I lean over to Rord and say, "That's not the first time she's kept an army full of men busy."
Oh my god.
Wow.
Rude.
What? I'm saying she stopped a different siege somewhere else.
I'm gonna take that at face value. In the meantime, we need to get to about
What were you thinking, dirty mind?
just gonna pretend we didn't hear that. Meantime, we need to get down to about, I think it's the 56th floor here, where our cannons are being developed, and I think there'd be 3 or 4 should be just coming off the line now.
All right. So now we're going to focus the spotlight on Swarna because
Oh boy.
because we actually have not done too much combat in a session and a half. So Swarna, you arrive at the hole in the wall, and a whole bunch of Gruul are just pouring through and trying to slaughter their way through whatever defenses happen to be there, and they're trying to work their way into the streets.
Okay. I draw a line on the ground using my giant anime sword, and then I say, "Hey, you jerks! You ain't getting past me." And then I'm just gonna keep them busy. And since I have God of War, when I fight against them yourself, I can keep them busy no matter who they are, how outnumbered you are, or how poor a position it is. So I'm just gonna go keep this whole army busy until they show up with reinforcements.
All right, go ahead and roll courage.
Plus courage. I got a 10.
Very nice. You buy as much time as you need. So you start just walking through and slicing off like arms and legs, and like one guy gets his head partially caved in as you like slam your pommel into his head, and you just basically murder your way up to the hole that you made, and at that point have a very, very tough time actually through, and those few who they are just murdered by the reinforcements that are just standing behind you and picking up off what few who cannot make it past you.
This is fun! Yay! Also, I fixed the problem I made. I feel good about myself.
Yay! Because of that, let's say whatever roll you make next, you have hope on it.
Oh my god, yes!
Yeah. For those of you wondering, hope is the opposite of despair, which we ran into quite a bit last week. Despair being
Not
you
quite a
roll
bit.
3d you roll 3d6 as opposed to 2d6, and you take the lower two. Hope is you roll 3d6 and you take the higher two. So whatever roll you make next, put hope on it. So now we're going to swing the spotlight back over to Rord, Tanis, and Arthur. And it's at this point the elevator doors open to the floor that Rord's cannons are being made at.
Well, these are pretty crude cannons. Orc stuff is pretty crude and utilitarian. Basically, there's about 5 of them are done now, which is more than I hoped for, which is great. I'm going to have my people carry them over to the windows and set them up. And in the meantime, they don't actually have any ammo for them, but these are orc cannons. They can fire just about anything. So I'm going to have one of my companions, or one of my orcish gear companions, who is a little guy, name of Mork Scrapmaker. I'm going to send him down to weapons facilities and have him bring up every piece of orc weaponry he can, and we're going to stuff them into cannons and fire them.
All right, as
This
he
is amazing.
runs down to do that, one of the boulders actually crashes in through one of the walls, and the doors open, and you see a couple Gruul just climb out. For the most part, they all seem alive, but it seems like one of them died on the way in, and so 3 of them step out holding their giant cleavers and running towards you.
If you'll excuse me, I pull up my tablet, switch to war mode, and aim my nanofactory at them, because it is time to avoid trifling with wizards.
Oh boy.
All right. I rolled a 13.
Holy shit, 13?
The boulder is gone. everyone who came out of the boulder is gone. There is now a hole where the boulder used to be and a pile of ash which is very quickly evaporating into the wind.
Ooh, hot damn! I like the way you wage war.
Oh my goodness.
Rord, there's a giant hole in your building now.
More cannons! Stuff that hole with cannons.
Ah!
Unfortunately, there was a bright flash of light involved, and I was staring directly at it when it happened, so my sense is damaged. Along with one of my spare batteries
All right.
has been used up for this. But yes, I have now shown everybody why you do not trifle with wizards.
That's awesome. All right, so a little while after the complete evaporation of 3 gruel happens, the little helper comes back.
And the boulder they came in on.
Yeah, and the boulder they came in on. Another cannon is loaded up, and the little assistant comes in, and he starts just shoving things inside the cannons in order to get them to go.
Let's see. What should we shoot at? What should we shoot at? So many targets.
There are a ton of targets. You have a pretty good view of the battle from here, so you can pretty much shoot anywhere you want to.
Okay. I'm going to.
Well, actually, before you aim, I would like to lend you my tablet.
Okay.
It's got a zoom function. You might be able to see something with it.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to.
Statistically speaking, what this means is that I have given him my ability to use wizardry, which means he can, among other things, look as if you were somewhere else, which you can see, which is what I mean by having a zoom function.
Excellent.
So I would suggest you use sense to look closely before aiming.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually going to do that anyway. So I roll 2-6, right?
Yeah, you roll the 2-6 and then add sense modifier.
Okay, here goes. Damn, I rolled a 5, so that's 7.
All right, so you can ask the questions on there.
I can ask one question. Let's see. What here is a threat or danger to me?
You see at near one of the catapults this really gaunt-faced looking guy in a blue robe with a giant dragon emblazoned on it, and looks like he's using magic of some sort, and he looks like the biggest threat here.
Awesome. All right. Aim for the guy in the ugly robe.
All right, they aim for the guy in the ugly robe.
Am I rolling for this or something?
Yes, go ahead, and I would say roll Bud.
Roll blood. Excellent.
Yeah, this is basically an overcome, and then add an extra +1 because of you're acting on the question that I answered.
Awesome. I got a 7 plus 2, so that's 9. So that's a 10.
10. So you actually do manage to fire it. The wizard guy notices it, and he looks up, and this force field that Tanis is a little familiar with just forms around him, and so the blast goes around him, but a couple of Gruul are just bloody piles now, and you can see that there's a lot of blood dribbling down his nose and down his chin because of this.
All right. I just invented the slap chop.
God damn it!
And in response to this, he looks where the shot came from, and he lifts his hand, and then it sort of shoots back as if like a recoil, and you see a tiny orange little orbs spiraling towards the building.
Okay, let's see. What can I do here?
Well, I can do something, but I think Tanis should get the spotlight if he's got anything he can do.
Hey, Tennis, do something.
You have a bow, don't you?
This is very
I don't know what that
this
has
is
to do.
very magical, by the way. Tell that it's magical just by looking.
You've got a bow, right?
Yeah.
You can shoot it out of the sky.
Okay. Let's roll with disadvantage.
What
Or
disadvantage?
whatever.
Yeah, despair. So
Wait, why would he roll with despair?
Because his grace was damaged earlier from landing on the roof, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Also my blood.
Yeah, I forgot you damaged it again.
I hurt all my blood.
Aw,
My blood! You pushed out all of my
Buddy.
blood!
And my anus is bleeding.
buddy.
Damn it. In despair, so... Nope. Don't roll off the desk. Fuck. Keep rolling off the desk. Okay. My despair roll was a 6. And... what was for grace, so a +3.
Oh, you get a +3 to your grace now?
That was his level up bonus.
Holy shit. That's actually pretty good. So that's a 9. So you managed to aim and hit it, but it's a little bit too close. And so it explodes, and one of the cannons is sort of knocked back a little bit, but it hits a wall, and then like a nearby support beam, and then falls forward and down into the street. So you have lost a cannon.
Oh man.
All right, so what do you want to do now that okay, so the wall is being defended. You've really hurt the one magic fucker, and you have lost a cannon. Let's swing the spotlight back to Swarna, and it's at this point, Swarna, you see a couple of Gruul outside the wall nearby bring over this large machine, and they set it down, and it looks like a giant drill big enough so 2 people or 1 Gruul can walk through at any given time, and they start drilling into the wall. And it looks like it might take a while, but you can either stay there and defend your section,
Those fuckers.
or you can leave, hope that the your backup manages to take care of the people coming through, and then go take care of that siege drill.
Okay, so my backup's not here yet, right?
Well, your backup has appeared in the form of large cannons now firing from behind your position.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out that boulder I've been carrying this whole time, and I'm just gonna chuck it at him and see if that makes him go away.
All right, go ahead, and
All right. So what is that? Is that
that would be an overcome, but since you're throwing a boulder, say it's grace-based and not blood-based.
oh boy? Here we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, -1.
Okay, I got a 4.
Oh.
So I've got to pay 2 prices in this scene because it's a new scene, and every time I do something,
Is it a new scene, though?
I don't know. Is it a new scene from the last time I had it?
No, it's still part of the same scene.
Okay.
They're just coming back. The camera's just panning
All
back
right.
to you.
So
Yeah, the time really has not elapsed.
good
In a
news.
sort of
There's a
mean
whole lot
way.
of whip fans going on.
The boulder has area and dangerous on it because I'm throwing it. So whatever's going to happen is going to be really awful. Oh boy.
Not put another hole in my wall.
God damn it. I can't be in 2 places at once. 3. Whatever.
Okay, so you throw the boulder, and another one of those rogue fuckers. It's a different one.
Oh wait. Oh shit. I forgot that I was supposed to roll 3 dice. Whoops, my bad. Anyways, continue.
No, go ahead and roll the third one.
You're in
Just give me
despair?
Nope, I have hope.
Go ahead and roll the third one. See,
Yeah, re-roll.
Okay, it came up a 1. It came up a 1 anyways, which is also what I rolled before. So
okay. Oh,
I'm pissed.
At least we know.
yeah. At least we know.
At least we know.
So the rogue fuckers see you very obviously about to throw a boulder. So what they do is they wait for you to throw it, and at the apex of its height, 3 of them chant a spell, and all of a sudden the boulder disappears, and the camera swings back to the others, and all of a sudden a boulder
Whoops.
materializes in front of the building. What do you guys want to do?
Whoops. 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 Guys, that boulder is literally going to explode.
It looks like the boulder is coming right towards we'll say Roard, because I picked on Stannis too much tonight.
Oh man, and I need to get another boulder. God damn. Try not to destroy the boulder.
You should drop kick the boulder.
But she's nowhere near it. It's the thing. They teleported it.
No, wait, Ward.
Roar to drop.
Ward should drop kick the boulder.
Let me see here.
It'll be awesome.
What to do here?
If you don't mind, I could step in.
No, I got a plan. It's not necessarily a good plan or a smart plan, but it's a plan.
Those are always the best.
I'm just saying that my Harbinger agenda is protect my allies from harm and danger. So, I would step in.
Yeah, right, I'm gonna let. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
All right. My wizardry allows me to push as if I were somewhere else, which I can see.
Okay.
So I am going to
Oh, boy.
fire a beam, a kinetic energy
boy.
beam, to redirect that boulder back towards the enemy forces.
All right, go ahead and
That'll
roll
be a
for it.
doom
Is that a doom roll?
overcome.
Okay.
Yep, I am using my magic.
If this goes off perfectly, it's all according to my plan.
9.
And
I must pay a price. So I'm just going to say that cost me my second spare battery because it required a hell of a lot of kinetic force to redirect a
all
full
right,
boulder.
where are you redirecting to?
Whoops.
You can see pretty much the whole battle from here, including the guys who just started up drill.
Well, I was focused more on protecting allies than on harming the enemy, so I didn't really choose a location.
Okay, so it just
So,
it back towards a random part of the battlefield and it squishes a couple gruel.
well, I don't know. I'd actually like to just roll a die randomly.
Okay, go ahead.
A single 6-sided die. No, no bonuses or anything. But the higher the number, the better the potential result.
That actually sounds really fun, cool. So go ahead and do it.
Pure luck. Here we go. 3.
3 is an average result, so you manage to get into a moderately densely packed collection of gruel, and they get squished, and they are
All according to my plan.
all right.
It is all as I have foreseen.
All right.
Set it up. Knock them down.
So, Rord or Tanis, do either of you have a thing you want to do?